Welcome, everyone, to Talented Universe. We are doing a special review show of Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord. And we're going to be doing the first two episodes. We've decided we're kind of going to talk about both at the same time because I get which episodes mixed up, what order, and what's in what. So, but the chapter 1 is The Dark Revenge, and chapter 2 is Sinister Schemes. Too many crazy words. I'm gonna go with Luke first, and just give a brief what your first impression was of the show.
Yeah, I definitely like it. It's I wasn't in these first episodes. I wasn't super wowed or drawn in. Definitely more so by the end of the second one for sure. But I think overall, enjoying the experience and definitely excited to see where it goes. I think my biggest gripe is I'm a world building fiend, so I think especially with Star Wars, I really want an immediate sense of where and when we are. And I didn't get that quite off the bat. We have a vague impression of, okay, the Empire is around. We get that through little hints and things. But with Star Wars, there's such an in-depth timeline. I really want to be like, okay, where are we? When are we? So I get all that context and start to understand what's going on. Things I really like, great visuals. I mean, animation's beautiful. Great use of the color red a lot, and a lot of these backgrounds of the cityscape look hand painted. It's really, really, really nice to look at. Great action sequences, great performances. So yeah, lots more to go into, but I don't want to take up.
Good. That's a good idea. I'm going to go with Alexis. Alexis, welcome. This is your first review show on the network.
It is. Thank you for having me. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I'm so happy to be here.
Cool. Well, go ahead and give us a little,
So I really liked it. I thought Darth Maul's entrance, when we first saw him, was epic. I thought it was amazing. I was so excited. Darth Maul has always been one of my favorite Siths. So when I first heard that a Darth Maul series was coming out, I was super already drawn into it because I think that it's exciting to explore more of his story. I also thought that the color red and the imagery and everything, it really did look like it was painted. It was beautiful. The environment, I kind of dug into more, to see who exactly were the Jedis and all of that. So that to me was exciting. So I knew that, we were kind of after, the Empire was still there, and I don't know. I really liked it. I was really drawn into it, but I don't want to give away too much
right now. Yeah,
I'll let
Anton, you're new to our review show, so we are happy that you are here. So give us a little synopsis of what your first impressions were.
A great villain. Who doesn't like a great villain, right? And to piggyback what Alexis said, his entrance was just awesome. I mean, you could see that he is the guy. And even watching the film when he was fighting with Obi-Wan, is that how you pronounce it? Yeah. I remember being as a kid seeing that guy. Right away I was so interested in how his skin is painted and his horns on the head and his double Jedi sword. It's just so awesome. And I was like, hey, this is worth a watch, definitely. I really liked it. I really liked that they throw in the audience right in the action. So something is happening right away. So you're like, okay, what's happening? There's a big fight sequence with the chase. I mean, I don't know if we spoiling a little bit here.
Well, if they come here, it's a review show, they should know. So yeah, you can go ahead and just don't go too detailed because we'll get into that later. So
yeah, so I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen a cartoon, especially Disney. So I loved it. I loved the experience watching it.
Yeah, Tyler, welcome back.
It's good to be here, man. Well, I got to echo what everybody else said. Love the show. Love the opening sequence, the colors, the animation. The thing that really gripped me the most, though, was the voice acting. I think the way that Sam Witwer, just locked down and he brought every bit of emotion into his performance as Maul in these first 2 episodes. Like, it really gripped me because in the Phantom Menace, like episode 1, we don't really hear Maul talk, right? He's this quiet, brutish, like just like warrior. And right away from episode 1 and 2, you kind of get that he's a smart guy, right? And like he can be patient. He can be cunning and conniving, and he's got a grand plan that he's looking to enact to get revenge on all these people for all these things that happened that I'm sure we're going to get into more, that'll tie all the movies and the other animated series together. But I think Sam Witwer's voice acting performance was amazing, and I'm really excited to see where this show goes, because I know this show is based off of George Lucas's original story treatments for episode 7, 8, and 9. So this is kind of like it's in a different time period than George Lucas had initially planned, but it's his story. So I'm really excited to see that unfold.
Cool. I mean, what everybody said was so true. The one thing that got me, I have met Sam in person at 2 different conventions. And if I didn't know that was Sam speaking, I would have no idea. He does not sound like that in real life. I mean, shows how much of a great voice actor he is. And he's done other voice acting that freaked me out. When I met him, he was telling me other things that he had done in the Star Trek universe. And I was blown away when he told me what he had done. I went, "That was you?" I did not know that. Because he used a different name. He used a stage name for that work he did. So, but it was just like, wow. I mean, he's very talented. He's very talented. Darth Maul just blew it out of the park for me. As I was telling Luke before, I had not seen much of Clone Wars, and I'm sure I'm suffering for that. But I got enough. I mean, I was lost the first few minutes because, I mean, I know who I knew who Darth Maul was, but all these other people I didn't know. Have they been introduced before? I had no idea. So that was mine. But after the second watch, it flowed better. But I mean, boom, boom, boom. Most of the first 2 episodes, in my opinion, there wasn't much downtime.
No, they pulled you in.
All
They like grabbed you in.
And they kept you in too. Yeah.
Yeah.
They kept us, and that was great. Yeah. That was great. So the floor is open. Anything else you want to discuss? Before we go there, I'd like to say thank you, Bobby Nash, for the like on Facebook. We appreciate it. Bobby, if you've got free time next Wednesday, let me know, and I'll send you the link. We'd love to have you. I know you've been busy. He's a writer. So he's been busy doing writing recently, and he hasn't been able to come on the shows. But Bobby, you're more than welcome if you're, if you've got some time. So, so the floor is open to anybody else that wanted to bring up something.
Well, I knew that it was after Order 66 had taken place because the young girl was a Jedi that was one of the young Jedis that was saved.
Yeah.
From Order 66. So I knew that time frame,
Yeah.
She,
I went and looked it up actually because I just have to release it. Like I'm just such a meticulous, detailed, petty person. Like I have to know exactly year and time, So it's about 18 BBY before Battle of the Yavin, so essentially 18 years before the first New Hope film. So it's like about 1 year right after the Clone Wars. And we're on a mid-rim world called Janix, which has been created for this show specifically. And I just think it's a missed opportunity because like there's a canonical celebration called Empire Day, which celebrates the formation of the Empire into the Clone Wars. So they could have had like a news report flash on, like, hey, and today we're preparing for the first ever celebration of Empire Day, and it's going to be great, and we're going to have parades and huzzah, and we're so grateful the Clone Wars were over, and the Jedi were vanquished because those evil people, it's like, and so you could have this great propaganda thing that could have just super easily just set us where we are, and I would have been appreciative of something like that. I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anton,
What do you guys think?
Go ahead. Andy.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the little robot that even the villain has a nice little
I
cute
know, it
companion?
was so cute.
I was
I
like,
loved
that's my
it.
guy. That's my guy.
Yeah, he was very what's the word? Comical in some instances
Yeah.
when he was getting foiled by his evil work that he was doing. That was kind of cool. That was kind
He's like little Yoda, except she's evil.
of except he's evil. Anybody have any thoughts about? Well, I think Alexis said something about the city. I mean, that and I think Anton did too. It was that background was incredible.
It really was.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
looking at it and
They took their time.
Yeah, I went, whoa.
Yeah.
And I went, how did they do that? I mean,
Yeah.
it seemed to be very detailed. And so I don't know. I would like to try to get some of the people that did the creation of that and find out how they did it and go. But it was like, wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I liked how they had the police aspect to it too. You know, they had
Yes.
like the cop
Mhm.
sheriff guy like chasing him. Like that was I don't know. I thought that was a different aspect. But they had that.
Yeah, I think the whole show, the tone of the show reminded me a bit of Andor.
That's what I was going to
that
say.
more
Yes.
kind of gritty underbelly,
Yes.
kind of normal everyday vibe to it, and I appreciated that. I don't think it's
Because
something.
I loved Andor. So
yeah.
yeah, Andor was awesome.
Who is the lizard guy? The
The
master of
Jedi,
That's
the
the
Master
Jedi
Jedi.
Master.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does anyone know? I mean, does he?
I just know he's a Master Jedi.
Did they just create him for this, or has he been in something else, or don't we know yet?
I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah, I don't think he's been in anything else.
I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
New character for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
He reminded me of from what's the name? Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, the master.
The little master, but the turtle master. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Young Wei. What
Yeah.
was his
Yeah.
name there? Yeah, I
That's
was like,
funny.
that's him.
Yeah, the other thing was I got a kick out of that our hero, if you want to say the police officer, I can't remember his name
Yeah.
right now. When he was, when the bridge was coming down,
Mm.
and Jedi was trying to keep that bridge up,
Keep
and
it
he said,
holding it.
"You
Yeah.
okay?" And I was like, he had no clue as far as I
What he
could tell
was doing, yeah.
what he was doing. So I just
Mhm.
thought I gave me a little chuckle because he had no idea. And then he distracted them and the bridge went.
Yep.
To be honest, this series doesn't feel like it has a central character in a way. There's Darth Maul, there's this girl Jedi, but there's also a police guy. So
Yeah.
it's like they don't have a specific lead rather than multiple stories that intertwine together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not an ensemble
That's
type of thing going on.
Hmm.
Which
Yeah, and I'll be
is
really
not-
curious to see
which
how
is
the
nice.
story develops too, because I can see Maul in kind of the story arc being he's training this girl, right? That's a really common theme through at least all of the
Yeah.
Disney Star Wars projects.
She
is
goes
like you have
evil. Ooh.
misfit
Be his like
misfit
apprentice.
older person. Yeah, misfit older person finds a young kid and they go on an adventure, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's true.
That's most of the other animated Star Wars projects. That's the new Star Wars Starfighter movie with Ryan Gosling that's coming out in a bit.
That's
Like, it's
Rebels
all-
too. So
It's
yeah.
Rebels. Yeah, you find older person, good or bad, finds a kid, they go on an adventure. So I think the storyline will shift more towards their relationship, Maul and is it Devin, and kind of him tainting her to the dark side.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I thought it was interesting that Maul kept like saying, "I feel like I have a feeling or a presence of someone,"
Mhm.
and then they started talking about apprentice. So I was like looking up, Darth Maul's apprentices to see if she would, if it would. That was what's gonna come from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think based off the initial George Lucas story treatments,
Yeah.
I think he initially called her Talon, so it would be Darth Talon would be her
Yes.
her Sith name. So I think that's where we're going. I'd be
Yeah.
curious to see, if she has a redemption arc or does she kind of go down the dark side and stay there, which it's kind of what I'm hoping for. Like, I don't know. We every Star Wars thing has this redemption story. I want to see just like dark,
Yeah.
and then you're
Dark,
and
dark,
then you're
dark.
dead. Like dark, and then you're dead. Like I don't know. That's kind of what we need a little bit just to shake up the pace. But
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Is there any other section that jumps out at you, anybody, or that you'd like to discuss a little bit more, or had a question that maybe one of us can figure it out and answer it? I don't know.
No question, but I did really like how we got one of our classic lightsaber hallway fight scenes in the second episode when Darth Maul steps into the Pike ship. And we very reminiscent of like
He
Vader
just
and
kicks
Rogue
major
One.
ass. I love it.
Yeah. Just
I was like,
walking
that's
down
Darth
the
Maul.
hallway with a bunch of guys with blasters, and they have no idea what to do.
It reminded me of Mandalorian when Luke came on the ship. I was like, same thing, like badass, like there's Luke, that's what I felt with Maul.
Guy with a hallway and a lightsaber.
Yep.
No
just
idea
kicking
how
ass.
to stop.
Yeah.
If you're in our chat room, I see some people in the chat room. If you'd like to make a comment, what you thought of the show, please post it in there. If we see it, we will throw it up on the screen. Was there any part of it that you were disappointed with, just a little bit, or was it all pretty, and then came down again?
I mean, now that Luke brought it up, establishing the timeline a little bit better. Like I didn't even think about that, but I've seen all the animated stuff, right? So I kind of you could naturally know, but coming at it from like a blind perspective of not having seen every single Star Wars project and read every single Star Wars book and read every comic book, like, yeah, that does feel like a missed opportunity that they didn't establish that a little bit later or a little bit more subtly.
Yeah,
and it also feels kind of strange that the cop. Can't remember his name, but he says like I haven't seen a lightsaber since the Clone Wars. But like that was a year ago.
Right, yeah.
that was like a year ago. Like you've seen them.
Well,
recently.
maybe a police officer
is
it's a lifetime for a police officer.
I mean, for sure. Like, don't get me wrong, but also like that's not that long. It's not like it's been it's been 25 years. Like no, it was like just a few months ago. Realistically,
it's true.
Like.
It's
not
true.
that much. I mean, a lot has changed, but like not that much time has gone by, and so that creates this really confusing timeline dynamic. And now that I'm kind of speaking out loud a little bit too, this takes place after the Han Solo movie, right? Have you guys all seen that one?
Oh, does it?
Because that's when at the very end of the Han Solo movie is when we find out that Maul is the leader of the Shadow Collective.
Yes.
Right. So this takes place after Solo, but only a year after episode 3.
Yep.
That seems like a confusing timeline to me. That doesn't seem to totally fit, but I also realize Disney's working with really constrained stories that have already been established. So
right.
They might change it a little bit. So
yeah.
Others have done that with other stories. That they're not happy because they're too restrained. So who's your favorite character so far? Anybody have a favorite?
I mean, Darth Maul's up there for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Darth Maul too.
Kind of a badass.
Yeah.
He certainly knows, how to get our attention.
Yeah, it has to be Darth Maul and his robot.
And the robot.
Tom likes the robot.
I love the robot.
I
love the little guy. I mean, I really like Darth Maul because although he's a villain, but he's not. He doesn't feel like a straight up killer. And like I remember he knocked somebody out. Oh, he knocked the policeman out.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, there was a chance to literally slice him right away,
That's true,
but
and
he
he
didn't.
didn't.
So that makes him. He has some sort of code that he goes by.
That's true.
It's like I kill whatever needs to be killed on my path, but if it's like a sidekick, it's not worth my attention.
I didn't think about that. He let him live. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to watch that twice because
Could have killed him.
I went, he didn't slice them up. I mean,
Mm-mm.
you know, I guess I was thinking of other franchises that you think you know the lead character, and then they die in the first episode. You know?
Yeah.
But that didn't happen this time, so I was happy about that. So
Yeah,
I'm excited to see the girl Jedi too, what she's gonna do.
I kind of like the little what's this guy? I can't remember his name, but the fish man. Who
Yeah,
had like
the
this-
Yes.
Crime Lord, Vario, you're talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He,
You know,
like
it's
he'll
good
talk
you
his way
mention
through.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I thought he was toast too at the beginning. I mean, I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
No, it's good you mentioned that, Adon, because I did want to call him out because I just liked his character design a lot, and I liked his voice actor a lot. I think Chris Diamantopoulos, if I'm saying that right. I think it was a great casting, and he did a great job with that. And then the other actor I wanted to mention was Two Boots' voice actor. Two Boots being the like assistant droid to the main detective.
Yeah.
Richard Iode. I'm probably saying that last name wrong. But he's done a lot of stuff. Like guys know the animated bad guy movies with like the wolf and the snake and
Yes.
yeah, he was like the little
Yes.
villain, the little hamster villain in that.
Oh, was that him? Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
he's a really prolific voice actor, but
Yeah.
he's just got such a great, distinctive, unique voice, and it's just always such a joy to listen to him work. So it's cool to see him in this.
Speaking of AI, it's like, come on, how can AI do performances like that? You know, it's just
Yeah.
Yes.
That is true.
Mhm.
That is true. But I do wonder if they did use some type of AI for that background of that city, though. I mean, that
Yeah, it looked really good.
I do wonder about that. Either they had some wonderful artists, and did they do it in 3D or did they just do it in 2D? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I mean, some of these Disney cartoons for Star Wars, sometimes sometimes it seems to pop out more than being flat. I mean,
Right.
there seems to be depth a lot of the time, which is really cool. At least to me, it is. But
Yeah.
the style of animation felt very like Arcane. I could see the similarities in the style. I don't know if it's the same, but I could see the vibe of it. I wonder if it could be the same, not the same people, but kind of like the same
the same
team.
style. It could be,
The
yeah,
same-
yeah. I mean, that's why. I mean, I'd like to try to get some of those people on the show. Okay, Aisha says, I think we might have answered this. So, if this is after the Solo movie, would Maul possibly be around during Rogue One?
No. Because Maul, I mean, Rogue One is like one BBY.
Right.
Yep.
Maul technically dies, at least in the currently established canon. Who knows what happens with this show?
Yeah.
But in the currently established canon in Star Wars Rebels, Maul dies in, I think, 2 BBY. So 1 year before Rogue One takes
That's
place.
true. I forgot about that. That is true.
Yeah. Yep. Obi-Wan stabs him
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Again.
No, good,
Yeah.
good memory there, Tyler. That's such an
Yeah.
iconic scene too. It's so good. Love that part.
Tyler hasn't read every single book by Star Wars or every movie or TV show, but he knows the timeline perfectly.
No, I literally have. I've read every
I think
Star Wars.
he's
I've
watched
read,
Oh, you
everything.
did?
Yeah, I've read
Yeah,
every
he's
Star
watched
Wars,
everything.
every comic book.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And Luke has watched a lot of stuff too.
Both my
Yeah.
kids are named
okay.
after
I thought you
characters
said
from Star
you
Wars.
didn't watch
Yeah.
everything, but like you
No,
know the perfect
no.
timeline.
As,
I've
as he
seen it
just
all.
said,
I've
his
truly seen it
two
all.
kids are named after Star Wars characters.
I love it.
You know, so I mean,
I'm getting a degree in Star Wars right now.
You get your undergrad, I'll teach you. I've got my doctorate. So
Taking it to the Academy on Obra Sky.
Yeah.
yeah. But anything else that you wanted to bring up, or
I mean, I always like to ask people where do they think the story's going, and I know we've kind of hinted at that, but finding, making guess predictions, because my whole thing when it comes to TV and film is how can the writers subvert my expectations. Michael knows that very well. So I always like to ask people, what do you think is going to happen? And then the next time we all meet, we can say, like, did that actually happen? So what do you guys think is going to happen in episode 3 and 4?
Well, I'm thinking the young girl. I think. Well, I got two things. She's either going to get away from Maul, or she is going to join and train in the dark side. I mean, I'm not sure which is. Those are the two. So I don't have a clear thing. So that's my thought right now. I also think. In some weird way, I hope by episode 5 they bring in the Empire, because they can't handle it. And I don't know why I would like to see that, but I don't know. Someone else go on and see what they think. But that's.
I hope that they give Maul like a good, we know he dies, but I hope he gets a good ending, that's what I want to see in this, how, because I don't know, Maul's an amazing character. I've always been oh my God, he's an amazing Sith Lord. So I want to see him with a good storyline and then have that ending. That's what I'm hoping that this series gives him.
Yeah,
I almost don't see a good ending for him.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of very possible he does not have a good ending.
I kind of feel like that the girl might somewhat replace him. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that's an interesting theory, Anton, because we know when he shows up in Rebels, he's not the head of a massive crime organization.
Right.
He's crazy.
So what if he does reestablish Shadow Collective and he's on top of everything, and then this new apprentice does the Sith Rule of Two thing and
and just takes him out,
takes the whole Empire over and then casts him back out to the shadows. That'd be interesting.
Or she sides with the Maul and then kills him, and she becomes the head, and then she kill the master, or they will kill that master before.
Yeah.
So I mean, just a theory out there.
Yeah, I like that.
Interesting.
I like that.
I really think the Oh, go ahead, Luke.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say I don't think Devin is going to escape, because I'm pretty sure Maul has been wanting her to do something like this the whole time.
Right.
I think he's kept goading her. He wants to see her use the Force. He wants to test her.
He wants to see how powerful she is.
He keeps saying, "You can leave. You can leave."
Yeah, exactly.
He kept saying that.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he's totally watching and waiting and prepared for this escape attempt, and she'll be intercepted very quickly.
Well, he says that,
right.
but he certainly doesn't open up the door for her.
Right.
So,
but
he knows that she's smart enough that she could.
Yeah, and the camera that she's the prison cell that she's imprisoned in, it literally like this to the wall. Using her Force, it's almost seemed like it was planned all along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's really trying to goad her into getting more angry. Right? You got to get angry. You got to use the Force, and that's when he knows that he has her. Right? As soon as she starts to tap into that dark side. And I really think they're gonna kind of pair up. She's gonna become his apprentice. The Empire's gonna get called in. And I think that I'm hoping this would be my dream to see a Darth Vader, Darth Maul.
That would be cool.
Fight. Like in the season finale, that's how it should go. Which to me would set up why Maul, when we see him get picked up in Rebels, has kind of lost his mind. He's right. My master has truly replaced me. I am worthless. Because his whole kind of story through Clone Wars is trying to get Darth Sidious's approval again. No, I can be your guy. I can be your guy. And to keep getting tossed to the side over and over and over. And so to have that final showdown between him and Darth Vader, that would drive me nuts. Especially, he gets Talon gets killed and just everybody's dying left and right, and Maul or Vader just comes in and cleans house.
That would be cool.
Right? That
Yeah.
that's my prediction, but I don't know.
Let's make bets. We'll see.
That's
I like that. That would be sweet.
Okay, Aisha has another question now before we go on to our next thing. She says, "So help me out here. This may sound stupid, but I've only watched the movies. Does Phantom Menace come after Solo and before Rogue One?"
It comes before both of them, actually.
yeah, it comes before both.
So the Phantom Menace is actually, for all the mainline movies, Phantom Menace takes place the earliest in the timeline we have in the era, in the waning hours of the New Republic, or Old Republic. We have the Phantom Menace set, and then Rogue One is after all of the prequels. We get all, and it's literally the moment right before A New Hope. So if you imagine that moment where you see Tantab 5, or 4 rather, Leia's ship, running from the Executor on Vader's flagship, and they're running, and it's literally like right before that moment. We at the end of Rogue One, we see Tantab 4 jump to hyperspace. It's like, so there's like, it goes right into each one.
Yeah.
So you could kind of think of Rogue One and New Hope as almost like one movie, like chronological.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what got me when I saw Rogue One the first time. I was going, oh, this must be, let's see, probably a couple of months before A New Hope. And then I go, what? And I said, that scene looks familiar. And then I went, whoa. I mean, it was right immediately before. I mean, that blew me away. I was so shocked. So shocked.
Yeah.
And it made sense then why Vader was so mean.
Yeah.
Now we know why. It was just incredible.
Yeah.
And then seeing Andor too, seeing what happened before Rogue One.
Yep.
That was another huge.
I love
thing.
Andor.
Yeah.
Oh well, she has another one. Oh, she said, "Thank you, Luke." As I said, I won't watch the movies.
Are you gonna do another review after Mandalorian and Grogu comes out? On the
Actually,
22nd?
yes, we are.
I cannot wait for that movie.
If you're,
I am
you're
so
welcome
excited.
to come on, then I'll let you know.
Oh, I'm so
And
excited.
It'll
for
probably
that
be
movie.
like 4 or 5 days after, so everybody has
Okay.
a chance to see it.
Watch it. Yeah,
Yeah. So
it's gonna be so good.
we do some crazy things, don't we? Tyler? Tyler's been with us the longest of people.
Yeah, pretty much anytime there's a Star Wars anything, he has
Yeah.
me on. He has me on because he knows I'm such a nerd.
Yeah, but then other things. I mean, we pulled in Luke for Game of Thrones, and let's see, what else do we throw you in for? I can't remember what. Was it just Game of Thrones that you've done?
I've just did Game of Thrones before this.
Okay, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's what I couldn't remember if we had something else because we were doing so many things in a little space of time.
Yeah.
It was driving us crazy. So, but no, we are going to do Mandalorian and Grogu,
I can't wait for that.
and we're going to be doing some other things too. I just don't know when, so we never know. But how would you like to rate this? I mean, we've done different things for different shows. Do you want to give it a number rating, a thumbs up, thumbs down, or something in between? What does everybody think? Want a preference? Anybody have a preference?
Let's do both.
Well, that's too confusing for me. I can't deal with that.
Let's do a number rating.
Okay, let's do a number rating. So 1 is bleh, and 10 is excellent, excellent, excellent. So who wants to go first? Alexis.
I'm trying to think of what I want to give it.
Okay, well, if somebody does have what they
yeah.
want, no, I agree. I mean, I'm kind of torn myself. Now we're going to be
Yeah.
rating them together. We're going to put 1 and 2
1 and
together
2.
and rate them together.
Oh, one rating for both episodes. Not one
Yes,
for each.
correct.
Okay,
correct.
1 rating for both. Okay.
1 rating for both. Then that just then there's only 5 that I have to deal with if we decide to figure out, what the end of the season is, because we're going to have some other people probably come in and out depending on people's schedules. So you never know.
Yeah.
I'd give it an 8.
That's kind of what I was hitting myself for. Okay.
Pretty-
Anybody else?
Pretty solid.
I'll probably give it a 7, but we'll see how the whole thing evolves.
Mm-hmm. Luke?
putting them together is tough because I like the second one more than the first
Better.
one.
Well, that's why I wanted to put them together so it makes it, yeah. Mhm.
Right. I
Well,
think
we'll do this, Luke. Give in your head, give a rating for 1, give a rating for 2, add them, divide by 2.
that's too much math for me, Michael. I'm not good at numbers. I think I'll follow Anton's lead and I'll go
7?
with a 7. I think
Okay.
a 7 sounds about right.
Can we do halves?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do an 8.5.
Ooh, that's
I mean,
high.
it's good. I want to do a 9, but I feel like it could have been better, you know. So that's why I'm gonna do like an 8.5.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give it an 8. As I said, I understood it more the second time through. It's because I was
You watched
lost
it,
the first time. And I was glad I got to see it a second time. I wasn't thrilled so how early I watched it this morning, but I knew I had to get it over with because we had other things to do. So, anybody?
They weren't
out
very
there-
long either. They were only like 20 minutes.
20 to
Mhm.
30.
Yeah.
But
The second one was super short.
Yeah, the second one, well, I think was shorter than
Really
the
short,
first
yeah.
one. Yeah. But the one thing is they don't have time constraints.
No.
They don't have to worry about a network or time frame with commercials and all that stuff. So, I mean, they can do what they want. So, but I mean, it's great. Oh golly, Aisha, she asks, I hate this. She does this to me all the time. So when are you going to review the Japanese kabuki opera version of Star Wars? Okay, Aisha, this is what I'm going to tell you. I am when you put the program up and you do it. There you go. You can. So if you'd like to do it and try to grab some people to, be on with you.
Has
that-
Tyler watched it though? I gotta know. Has Tyler seen it?
I haven't watched that one.
Oh, see,
so
one thing we found that Tyler hasn't seen.
that's probably the only one.
One?
But, yeah.
But no, seriously, Aisha, I mean, you can do it. You're one of the hosts on the network, so you can do it. and she loves Japanese anime. She is a real.
It's like my other side passion.
Maybe.
I used to hit it up.
So are you telling me, Luke? Have you seen that, Luke?
No, I haven't seen that one, but I am a massive anime guy. So
Okay.
I'd do that with you, Aisha. I really would.
So there
I
you go.
honestly
There
would
you
too.
go.
So
Oh, okay. Well, then just
There you go.
Aisha, if you want to put something together, I mean,
We'll watch it.
we'll watch, and then I mean, maybe Tyler and Luke can join you. So that would be cool. That would be cool. So basically, it looks like it's like a 7.7 rating with all of us for the first 2 episodes. That is pretty good.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
And
Yeah.
also room to grow.
Yep.
And room to fail.
Room to grow. That's right.
So that will be interesting.
Hopefully the next 2 episodes are really pull us in, you know?
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
pull us in
I'm
or we're
hoping.
going to go, where are they going with this?
What happened?
I
It's
mean,
true.
okay, as I said, anybody that is watching and wants to give it a rating, the combined episodes 1 and 2, please do that in the chat room. We've got about another 2 more minutes before we're going to go off the air, unless somebody else has something else that got them in the episodes and they want to chat about.
I also hope that the cop has a good, it seemed like he had a little something going on with the son, So I'm hoping that hopefully he'll have a good ending as well. And he'll, make peace with his son and his family life. And I'm
It
hoping
sounded
that,
like that he was, he was broken up with the kid,
His wife.
his wife.
hit the wife. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So
it
I'm hoping
sounded-
that he'll have a good ending as well.
you guys
We'll
remind me. Do we know the wife's name?
Don't think
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think we do. Mm-mm.
Okay, because I kind of want.
Did he say the son's name too?
I don't recall.
I don't think he said his son's name
I don't
either.
think he did.
either.
I kind of want Maul to kill the dad,
Oh,
and then we find out that either the mom or the son is like a bigger main character
someone
later down the line.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm.
I hope he
that'd be
doesn't
cool.
though.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah, I
kill
hope
him. It's
you
Maul.
like-
You gotta kill
I
everybody.
like the cop.
Dark,
Yeah,
dark, and then you
You know,
die.
after you said that,
Like,
Alexis,
he's a nice guy.
I was just thinking about a horrible thing that they could do, and I'm not even going to say it.
Oh,
I do not want it to come true, so I'm not even going to say it. But Aisha has more information for us. The Japanese kabuki opera version of Star Wars, titled Star Wars Kabuki Renasuki and the Three Lightsabers, is a unique blend of traditional Japanese theater and the iconic sci-fi franchise.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, that honestly sounds really cool.
It does.
It was a
Oh, a
one-off.
one
Yeah.
off thing.
Because
I see.
kabuki theater is very, I mean, it's so hyper stylized and it's just so heightened and it's really, really neat. So
What performance did they do? Like when in the Star Wars world was it? Did she say?
No, she did not.
Oh, she didn't. Okay.
She
If
did
it was
not.
only a one-time thing, I wonder what, like,
yeah,
when in
they
the
do like a new
there's a very
Hope
big
or-
Star Wars timeline,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
so if
wonder
she knows-
what they.
But as I said, you never know. But Aisha, we can talk offline about it. If you'd like to, if you let us know where it is that people can look at it, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Because I know you'd like to get off the sports program and do an anime and other things. So I know that. So yeah. But anybody else? Because I'm not going to say what I was thinking.
Good.
I'll tell you off air.
You say it off air.
Okay.
Well, I guess that is it. If there's no one in the chat room that wants to bring up something that you wanted us to discuss, or you want a clarification and see if we can clear it up, that is fine. But we will be here for the next 4 more Wednesdays, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific time, and all the time zones in between. And hopefully some of our other people that are in different time zones across the world will be able to join us. But I know a couple of them I gave too much of a last minute thing, especially one poor person that it's 7 a.m. their time on Thursday. But we never know. We love having people from all over the world and get different perspectives.
Yeah.
And Anton is from Russia, so I don't know if some people do that.
But I'm in LA.
Wow.
But you're in LA now, yes.
But I'm in LA, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on PST time.
There you go. There you go. So everyone, thank you all for coming.
You're welcome.
We'll see you next Wednesday. Bye bye.
Thank you guys. Nice to meet
That
you,
was so
everybody.
fun. Nice to meet you guys.
See you guys. See ya.